Well, I am back at it again with some more Morrowind. Um, just felt like I wanted to sort of pass the time while I waited to go to work. Um, I did a couple of things to make sure that everything was running correctly, and I found out that the files that we were playing, like, none of my mods were loaded. So I made a new character, played for a little bit, realized that character, and that was like the 1.5 character. That character had like perfect attack, and I have recently since found out that that is actually a terrible mod because perfect attack completely and totally removes the reason that you would ever have an attack skill. Because if you hit every single time and everything hits you all the time, then having proficiency in a weapon makes no sense. Because that's what like damage in this game is not calculated based on your skill; it's based off the actual weapon. All weapons deal the exact same amount of damage no matter how you use them. The difference is how often you hit. That's how they actually calculate hit skill in this game. So having a mod that makes it so that you infinitely hit completely and totally breaks the game and the combat system in general. So I made a character named Fanlorn, or Farlorn, not Fanlorn, Farlorn. And he is a sneaky. He's a sneaky illusionist, archer, stabby, assassin, thief, wood elf. And so abilities like Sanctuary, I've been sort of reading into and figuring out how some of these things work. And Sanctuary as a skill is designed to be useful because it makes it harder for enemies to hit you, which is really nice. Earwig, which is right here, is helpful because if I'm fighting magic users, casting Earwig makes it so that it's harder for them to actually cast spells effectively, so their spells might not hit as easily. I suck at restoration magic, and that's the other thing is, if you're not good at a skill in this game, it's not like, oh, it costs more magic. No, it costs the same magic, but your chances of actually succeeding on casting that spell are, like, little to none. Same with, like, being able to hit things. So, like, I'm really only proficient in illusion magic and some alchemy. I'm really good at sneaking, and I'm really good at archery, which are, like, my biggest skills.
Yes, Outlander?
Hello. And the last thing that I was working on was increasing my speechcraft, because I need to be able to talk my way out of several situations.
Outlander.
That was the last skill that I was actually working toward getting better. The problem is that money is very difficult for me to come by. Like, I've got 104, and like to train my speechcraft costs me like 200 to 300 gold right now. So what I've been doing is I've been finding dudes like this. I've been walking up and I've been hitting persuasion, and you spam admire, and you hope that you sit around the middle zone. If you can find somebody that you sit around the middle zone with, you can just spam admire, and it goes up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And eventually, in all of this process, my persuasion skill goes up. My speechcraft goes up. Which makes it easier and easier to succeed on persuading people. And I actually have a mod installed that makes this a lot easier, because rather than it having to open up a new menu every time that I try to click yes, the menu stays open until you choose close. But we're just going to do this for a little bit until my speechcraft is around 50. I kind of wish I had a good auto-clicker. I used to have a good auto-clicker, but I don't anymore. Like, my old keypad had the option to bind click to one of the keys, and then you could just set it to click at, like, 1 millisecond intervals. And this game will accept as many clicks as you can do in as little period of time as possible. So if you just keep clicking, it just keeps going. I should rest and meditate on what I've learned, which means I can level up again. But I'm just gonna keep doing this for just a little bit longer until I get to level 50 in speechcraft. You can see I fail about half the time and I succeed about half the time, but my successes typically outweigh my failures, so I can hover around and with enough persistence hit 100% persuasion on this guy. And of course, the higher my speechcraft, the easier that gets. This is how old games were played. So one thing I tried, because I wanted to make the game feel more like Oblivion in Skyrim, but at the end of the day, this game just doesn't quite play like those games as far as its combat stats go. So that we will be missing sometimes, and that's just something we're going to have to deal with. I'm going to try to cast a spell and it might fail. The biggest changes that I made is that my magicka does regenerate, which is something that it used to not do. My magicka does regenerate, despite this originally the game would not allow for that. You would have to rest to get your magicka back, or you cast a, or like heal with potions. Which is an interesting mechanic, but the problem is if you're trying to play a class that is actually like almost pure magic, like fuck that shit. Like you can't do anything. You have to either constantly be making more potions that can heal your magicka, which means you got to know what plants have magicka properties and all of that jazz. But I think we're like one. Yep, there we go. Let's get this guy up to 100 if we can. Not the stat, the guy's feelings toward me. 99's close enough. Later, dude. And with that, we now have 50 speechcraft, which puts it really high up in there, like upward towards one of my better abilities.
What brings you here, Bosmer?
Speechcraft is the easiest skill to level in this game because you just have to stand in front of one person and spam the admire button over and over again. You just have to find the right person who already likes you a lot, or who likes you decently. You have to have a decent amount of personality and a very small, and like around 25 speechcraft. So early levels, you'll definitely want to train it, but once you get into like the mid to late levels, you can just find somebody and spam, and it levels up just that fast. But we should level our character. In fact, actually, hold on. Well, I don't have a whole lot of money, so I guess I wouldn't really be able to level up my... Well, I could probably level restoration if I wanted to, because having a good restoration skill is always useful. But I think I'm going to wait until I have some more money to do that. We're going to rest until healed. And so with the level up, we're going to take the 5 points in personality, the 2 points in speed, and since nothing else actually has an increase, like a bonus increase, we're going to take the point in strength so we can get higher higher damage and higher carry weight. Oh. Hello. He spawned inside this fucking tree. Or inside the bed. Well, this gives me a chance to practice my my short blade. Or actually, hold on, can I try paralysis on him? Let's see here. I think Earwig costs less to cast. I'm not hitting him with that, though. I hit him with paralysis. It only counts if you actually hit him with the spell. Why are you grumbling? Alright. And my target is dead. Let's take all of his stuff. Hey, my strength let me just be not over encumbered from that. He had a magic weapon. What did he have? He had an iron spider dagger, which is... standard damage isn't that good, but it also has damage health. So we might be using an enchanted spider dagger here for a little bit. That seems like a useful weapon to have. There's not, like, disenchanting or anything in this
You
game.
need something.
And charges on weapons naturally regenerate as well, which is kind of cool. Let's see here. But we did level up. And our marksman's 51, short blade's 42, so we're pretty good in standard combat right now. Sneak is really high, but illusion is like my lowest standard skill. Or lowest major skill. Alchemy and mercantile I haven't been able to work with enough. Mainly because if you want to do alchemy, like there's you have to have a whole bunch of really heavy materials on you, which I am very conveniently storing in this dead guy's house up here. Because chests, there are a couple of chests that do reset, like they reset their content, but this guy's house, and technically if you want to use his corpse, if you didn't get rid of his corpse, which I didn't, it's right here. You could actually use the corpse or any of these boxes over here as storage while you're in Balmora. So like you can see here, I've got my journeyman's gear that I stole from the alchemy shop to create potions with. I'm missing, I think, like a retort. Because I've got the mortar and pestle, I've got the alembic, and I've got the calcinator, I think is the last one. But I think I'm missing the retort. Let's see here. Oh, but I'm headed back down the river to a small fishing town to, well, actually, I should probably sell that dude's armor first. Whenever those guys come to attack me, the Dark Brotherhood guys, they drop all their armor, and their armor might actually be in better condition than mine. Maybe? Nah. It's about the same condition. So I'll just sell his armor to this guy.
Nice. I like good company. What can I do for you?
Now that I've got better persuasion, mayhap I can convince you to be higher. Come on. There we go. Now I can sell things for a shit ton more to this guy. Yeah, see, that suit of armor just got me, like, all of this guy's gold. I'm gonna use this as a chance to grab... If I grab the journeyman's hammers, well, that weighs me all the way down. So I can't really do that. I don't have a high enough to actually carry those hammers with me at all times. Where did those go? Are they miscellaneous? I would assume they're miscellaneous. Oh, they're probably... Yep, there. Alright, what we're going to do is, apparel-wise, I'm going to take one of those back, offer it, get a shit ton of gold from you, and max out your persuasion with me. And then I have a shit ton of gold that I can spend on, upping my illusion/restoration, depending on what I care about.
What do you want, Outlander?
I kind of want to increase my restoration because it is doo-doo, and being able to cast restoration magic, like healing magic, would be really, really nice. I do not have the ability to do so right now.
Hello.
Hi. Goodbye. Training, restoration.
You need
Yeah.
not be afraid. Welcome. Only fools earn my anger.
Yeah, it costs like next to nothing because I'm like doo-doo poopy at restoration. But I should be able to get my restoration up to a healthy margin by training with this lady. And then I'll actually be able to cast my healing spell. That's as high as I can get it from training with her, but now I've got a marginal chance at success.
Company. What can I do for you?
Let's see here. Yeah, I've got a 41% chance to actually cast that spell now, as opposed to the 0% chance I did whenever I had 5 skill levels in restoration.
What do...
Oh. Alrighty then. Do you still have no money, or can I...
Because you've stolen my heart.
Oh, I am absolutely a thief, by the way, sir. You should not trust me. Goodbye. Also, stamina affects how effective you are with your spells as well. So, like, if I'm constantly sprinting or running, the chance that I will deal a decent amount of damage with my spells starts dropping drastically. Yeah, so I'm actually currently on, let's see here. I did a bunch of stuff for the Mages Guild. I did the flower quest for the Mages Guild. I'm currently working on this one right here. Sugar Lips Habasi, who is the leader of the Thieves Guild, told me that Razid at Fat Legs Drop Off in Hala Oad promised to deliver some Dwemer artifacts to the Thieves Guild. Habasi asked me to bring her a Dwemer Tube, Dwemer Goblet, and Dwemer Bowl. And I went down there and I talked to the guy, and he wasn't talking, and I could not convince him before. So I buffed the shit out of my speechcraft and personality, because my personality's almost... Yeah, my personality should be 65, which is really nice. My speed is 85, which is really, really nice, because, yeah, walking speed in this game is not fast. In fact, I need to work on... I know my athleticism just goes up naturally for walking places, but I need to work on my athletic skill more. Also, I got animation updates, so now people don't run like they've got poop in their pants. People just run like normal people now. I pretty much need to climb over this, so... Come on, Todd. Give me the ability. There we go. Carved ebony dart. When did I get that? That looks silly. I've only got the one, though, I think. Carved ebony dart. Yeah, I've got exactly one carved ebony dart. So we're just gonna longbow this guy instead. Boop. Dead. I could honestly switch over to using my chitin bolts for a little bit. Or chitin arrows. They're a lot cheaper, and the enemies in this area really aren't that hard to kill. Can't remember what Luminous Rosala gets me. Hold on. I've got a lot of it. Water breathing. Which in its own right is pretty useful, but I'd need something to combine it with to actually make a potion. Let's see here. There we go. The enchantment should kill it if I can actually land my hit. I need to get rid of my old chitin bow. It's not that useful to keep on me. The only real reason to keep that chitin bow on me at this point is in case my longbow gets severely damaged for some reason. That guy's a highway robber, by the way. He's a highwayman. And he kicked my ass the last time I tried to fight him. So we're going to avoid talking to him, and we're just going to go straight for the city. Or town, I guess. Very small village. Of Hala Oad, which you can check in the top right map, is where we're at now. And this is Fat Legs Drop Off. And this is our guy.
Its scent is unfamiliar.
Okay, I'm gonna do one more quick save, and then Persuasion. Ooh, that's not good. Alright. let's try another tactic. Let's see here. Dwemer artifacts? What Dwemer artifacts? What Dwemer artifacts? Bribe? 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 Dwemer artifacts? You're the guy that I'm supposed to... Bribe? Dwemer artifacts. Motherfucker!
Warmly greeted, friend. Welcome.
Okay, so he just doesn't want to tell me about...
He has no master.
Don't pay attention to me. Is that, in fact... Don't see me at all. Okay, so that chest is... owned. Am I allowed to be down here? Well, Farlorn, I can tell you you're in, and if you take a little advice, you won't be here for long. Folks aren't very friendly here. They don't like nosy strangers. No offense, Outlander, but if you don't know the Bitter Coast region, you might get yourself in trouble.
Speak quickly, Outlander, or go away.
Was that not the guy that I was supposed to talk about?
Go ahead.
You wish to speak?
Probably nothing.
Wasn't that guy that... Yeah, Razid and Olad promised to deliver some Dwemer artifacts.
You may speak.
Hey, you gain knowledge of this book, your security increased. That's nice.
You
Speak,
wish
traveler.
to speak?
This is like another area of the Thieves Guild, right? That's what this whole thing is?
You shouldn't be here.
Can I talk to you about Dwemer artifacts? No. Okay, so how do I get the Dwemer artifacts?
My time is precious, so make it quick.
What do you want?
What if I just keep spamming this? Will you eventually... Nope. Alright, well, let's see here. Can I chameleon and avoid being seen long enough to actually pick this lock? Where's my lockpick? Lockpick? Yoink. Yep, I failed casting spell. Now I'm fully invisible. Or should be. The lock is too complex to unlock. Okay. Well, that's not a good sign. That has 25 gold in it. But I bet I'm not allowed to steal from that.
Go ahead.
What was the whole story again with the Dwemer artifacts? Sugarlips said, go to Farleg's drop-off in Halaod. If Razed won't give you the artifacts, find them and return them to Habasi. You must bring Habasi, Dwarven Goblet, Dwarven Bowl, and Dwemer Tube. And Razid just said, what Dwemer artifacts? So, I have to find the Dwemer artifacts now.
Ah, hello. Did you want something?
I want you to stop paying attention to me. Pretend I was never here. In fact, let me... Oh, I'm out of magic. Can I rest here? I can wait, but waiting doesn't actually help me in this situation. Oh, it's because I had... No, it's not because I had auto walk on. I'm just in an awkward position here. Do I have a magic potion I can use in this situation? Yes, restore magic potion. Boop. Failed to cast the spell. There we go. Invisible. That guy's annoying. Left cloth, horny fist bracer. Fortify hand to hand, 7 points for 30 seconds on self. Hello, friend.
What do you want?
I can barter with you for... Okay, so you're like a blacksmith. Which is weird that you're a blacksmith in just this large tunnel zone here. I wonder if I can pickpocket Razid and get the key to that chest that he's in front of.
What do you want?
What do you want?
I also added a mod that makes people's faces not look ugly as sin.
Speak,
They still
traveler.
look bad, but they're not nearly as terrible.
I should probably wash up before heading home.
Yes, you should. Nope. Nothing to take.
Scent is unfamiliar.
Hmm. Maybe we'll ask around town? You know anything about Dwemer artifacts? Dwemer artifacts? It's a matter of trust, Farlorn, and I don't trust you enough yet. Hey!
So, where are you from?
That's somebody I can work with. Let's get this persuasion game going. Do you trust me now? I don't know anything about that. Really? What if I persuade you more? 97. Fine. Fuck you. I already know you won't say anything, asshole. Let's see here. Does anybody else know anything about some fucking Dwemer artifacts? Dwemer artifacts. I don't trust you enough to talk about that. Alright.
Speak, traveler.
Prepare to trust me a lot more. Come on. Come on. No. Other way. Other way. Other way. 77. Is that enough? I don't know anything about that. Damn it.
Quickly,
wish
Outlander.
those-
I haven't much time.
Doing some business. No, you don't know anything either. Some artifacts? Don't trust you enough yet.
Wealth beyond measure, Outlander.
Okay. Persuasion. Be prepared to like me a lot more. I don't know anything. Of course you don't.
I must be going, so if you could make it quick.
Some artifacts. Yep, matter of trust. Love me. Nope. Nobody knows anything about any of these fucking Dwemer artifacts. Well, now everybody in this cave loves me, but none of them know anything about the Dwemer artifacts. And the one
I
person...
can spare a few moments if you care to talk.
the one person that I actually care to tell me, or the one person that could actually tell me something, even at like 100% persuasion, did not want to talk about the fucking Dwemer artifacts. He just says, what Dwemer artifacts?
Stay as long as you like. It would be a privilege to talk with you.
And the thing is, his speech is high enough that if I try to talk to him, like there's a good chance that I won't actually succeed and get him to like me enough to actually talk about the artifacts. See, at a certain point, you just start dropping, and there's no recovering from it. Intimidate usually doesn't work either. Like I've tried Intimidate.
You talk too much.
I've tried Intimidate a bunch, and I've never been able to get it to work. And there's always good old-fashioned bribes, which can do a lot for you. But even then, like, it's just...
The Bosmer speaks.
But even if this guy loves you, he doesn't say jack shit about these artifacts. And honestly, I'm doing this for money, so... So learning about his shit, or like, bribing him to give me the artifacts isn't gonna help me. Hold on. I always quick save before I do this because there's actually no guarantee that it'll work. See, like, there's no guarantee that this person will like me, and then once they don't like me that much, getting them to like me at all is impossible. I heard Razid over at Fat Leg Drop Off was looking for a buyer.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Okay, so there's that. So that's actually more information than we got before. Wait, what do you train? Speechcraft, light armor, and sneak? Doing artifacts. I heard is looking for a buyer.
How can I help you?
Oh, this is not the house that I thought it was. Pardon me, sir.
Do you want something from me?
I do not wish to intrude on your peace. Wait, isn't this Fat Leg? No, this isn't Fat Leg. That's Ulrich's house. This is Fat Leg.
Stay as long as you like.
What do you want?
It would be a privilege to talk with you.
Let's see here. Can I say anything about buyer? Heard Redguard, Travas's owner of the Public and the Fat Legs drop off. The only trade house and Belani Selavel can get you out of here by ship to Ebonheart or Narmok. Other than that, nobody important here. By the way, this is Kimona Tong country. There are some Kimona Tong people around, and they don't like Fat Lip or Thieves Guild folk. He won't even talk about the Dwemer artifacts. He's looking for a buyer because he's trying to get rid of them before we can get our hands on them. But hey, Nord. Matter of trust. Ooh. That's not good.
Bosmer aren't worth the trouble. Big. May the wind be on your...
Yeah, that didn't end well. I've already talked to you. I've talked to most of the people here. You're my old training dummy.
This is a wondrous encounter. Welcome.
Wonder if I could just fucking kill the man. Like, I'm sure that won't end well for me, but...
I think you're a thief because you've stolen mine.
What do you want?
The Dwemer artifacts. You asshole. I bet they're in that chest. They're in this chest right here. Can't get them. They don't have a high enough lockpick. What do you sell? You have good lockpicks in here? No, of course you don't. You got some torches. A couple of weapons. Shit ton of iron arrows, which might actually be useful. In fact, why don't I take 100 of those off your hand? Goodbye.
Is all mine.
Guy has a shit ton of arrows. But now I've got more iron arrows again. And of course, nobody in this area knows anything about
I can spare a few moments.
the Dwemer artifacts, because of course they don't. There's nothing in any of this area that can convince them otherwise. What's that? Oh, it's a fucking fish. It's a slaughterfish. So that should kill. I was gonna say that should kill him. I was gonna say slaughterfish scales are actually useful for something if I remember correctly. I might be wrong, but hey, Sora, awesome. Welcome out to the stream. Got anything on me? On you, skeleton man? Drowned corpse. An expensive ring. An apprentice's probe. Coin. A common amulet. There's some chests back in here. The steel mace. Decent value, but too heavy for me to care about. A full suit of steel armor. It's too bad I'm not a heavy user. Yeah, this is awesome. This would have been great if I was using my heavy character. Just a shit ton of steel armor back in here. You swim faster without your weapon out. Come on.
I shouldn't have pushed so hard. How may I help you, Bosmer?
Letting me into that chest there. Wait for 1 hour. Okay, that chest has 25 in it. If I take that, am I stealing?
You cowardly thief!
Yeah. Yeah. Quick question, what is the best place to level up in Final Fantasy X with a weapon that has double, so before fighting Sin's head, not even sure what I need to do when fighting his head? I remember Sin's head was like, so if you don't already have Hasteга, like level to get Hastega on at least 2 characters. If you can. If you can't, just keep Tidus in the party at all times, pretty much. Hastega is absolutely necessary for any of the late game fights.
You and I are about to become
Bosmer?
Oh, nah, I'm not dealing with you. So how the hell am I supposed to get these?
because you've stolen my heart.
I don't want to look it up because looking it up feels cheap because obviously this game's been out forever. But how am I supposed to get those? I might have to come back to this quest. Well, let's come back to this quest later. I'm gonna do some Fighters Guild quests. Didn't I make a shit ton of restore fatigue potions at one point? I probably need to make more, but yeah. Tinus almost has Hastega. I need to level him up a few more times. The only place that I can't really think of, because I never leveled, quote-unquote, in that game. I never did any grinding in that game. I guess back in, what's the name of the place that's, like, all dead and stuff? What is that place called again? Xanarkand. Xanarkand has some pretty strong enemies that you can grind with. If I were to choose anywhere, especially near the end of the game, to do grinding, I would choose Xanarkand. Keep in mind, I did no extra content in that game. And when I say, like, no extra content, I mean, like, absolutely no extra content in that game. Let's see here. I'm gonna turn music up just a little bit because I'm noticing that you guys can't hear it at all for some reason. Okay, yeah, there we go. It's actually coming through the speakers now. Oh, wait, no, I don't need to go across the bridge. I need to keep going this way. Can you guys hear the music? Like, it's pretty quiet even on my end, but, like... I don't know if it's actually triggering my, there shouldn't be a limiter on that mic setting. Hold on. Properties, nothing there. If I knew where to find more double weapons for the other characters besides Titus, I got his already, so I can level up faster. I don't know where anything like that is in that game. Double AP weapons. Yeah, I didn't spend a whole lot of, like, I know there's like a whole crafting system in that game. I didn't do any of it. Like, at all. Period. Zilch. Zero. Nada. None. I did nothing but play through the game directly on stream. There was no grinding. There was no extra content done. Like, I never got any of the ultimate weapons. I didn't break the damage limit. I played the game. And I beat the game doing that. So, other than just really, really understanding how turn order and how your characters play, and, you know, having good levels and the right characters, that's all the advice that I could really give you. Because otherwise, I don't know. I've only ever played that game once on stream. Yeah, I played that game once on stream, like a year ago, or a year and a half ago, really. And I didn't do any grinding. I just played through the game, and I never ran from any fights.
Go ahead.
Keep in mind, I never run from any fights in Final Fantasy style games. So some people might consider that grinding, but never actually wasted time doing that. Willpower increase. Ability to resist magic and your maximum fatigue. Maximum amount of magicka. I'll do that. And always speed. Is my illusion a, illusion is a personality skill. Okay. I wouldn't have called that. Alchemy is intelligence. So that's why my intelligence is really... Oh, security is an intelligence skill. See, I don't have any major intelligence skills, so my magic is going to stay relatively low for like as long as I live. My intelligence is not going to be that high in this game. Let's make some more potions, I think. Let's see here. Nothing good to yoink. I mean, there's a couple of coins here or there, but there's silver darts in there. Can I take from this chest without getting in trouble? You bet your ass I can. Okay, so the manor is... It's not this place. Yeah, that's the 8 plates. Fortify intelligence. Some soul gems and some gold. I just don't know what's stealing and what's not. And that's the temple. That's not where I want to go. I was going to see if I couldn't steal some more shit from the alchemy place, because there's another diamond in here that I could sell for some gold. Yeah, sneaking is weird in this game. So long as it doesn't look like you're going to get caught. Like, if I were to open this and look through here, like, I don't think I've got the Alembic. Now, that's an apprentice's Alembic, so if I can find a journeyman one, that would be better, but like, even though that lady's around the corner, so long as in the bottom left corner you see that little hand with the little grabby symbol, that's the you're in sneaking and you'll get away with whatever you do right now. That's a journeyman's Alembic, so boink. Yeah, I need to...
You have my attention.
And your diamond. Haha. Let's see here. Save. Persuasion. Admire, 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 admire. Admire, 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 admire. I want to get you at least to 80. Come on, let's go. 80, 80, 80, 80. Oh, that was so close. 85. That's good enough. What do you have for sale? Do you have any ingredients? You have a lot of ingredients. So intelligence, agility, agility, magicka, agility, luck, speed, health, agility. Oh, diamonds. All of your shit's really expensive. Like, all the shit you're selling is really, really expensive. Well, not all of it. Marshmallow. It restores health, so that's actually a good one. I'm gonna take both of those. Alright, you only had one? Oh. Oh no, it's only costing me one. Ruby drains health. Like, why would you crush down a ruby to make a potion? That seems so wasteful. Resin restores health. Scrap metal drains health. Scrib jerky is restore fatigue. Fortify health. That's not quite the same as restore, though. And then all of the different materials and tools. Alright, well. Why don't I sell you your diamond back to you? Boop. Because I can do that. And this game absolutely lets you. Like, the game is A-okay with you stealing something from somebody and selling it back to them. Oh! Goodbye. Resist arrest.
Have you?
Goodbye. Okay,
You
so
have my attention.
I can't sell the diamond to her because she recognizes the diamond as hers. That was my bad. If only I could beat the Dark Aeon and Beast in Beast Village, or is that Besaid? Oh, Besaid Village. I could get the item for me to get the other half of the ultimate weapon. It kills you with one hit. Yeah, see, I didn't bother with the Dark Aeons. That's just not worth it. All right, well, I'm not gonna bother trying to trade with her. Then, gonna hang on to this diamond and use it and sell it somewhere else. I'll sell it to the pawnbroker down here. I haven't persuaded you yet. Prepare to like me a lot more. It's so fucking hard to... Okay. You know what?
Outlander, what do you want?
I'm working on it.
Outlander?
I'm working on it.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
This Titus almost has Haska. Who else should you get it for? I got it on him and what's her name? The girl that has the items. I always forget her name. Riku. I believe that was her name. Simon? Offer. Goodbye. I'm currently sitting with a fat stack of 463 gold in my inventory right now. I wonder if I can get a charm person spell. That would make my life a lot easier.
Is there something I can do for you, Outlander?
I feel like the music has gotten a lot. Like, I know I cranked the music.
3 blessings, friend.
Why 3? Why not 4? You do training in alchemy, destruction, and unarmored, even though you're also the enchanter. You sell spells. Do you sell a... No, you know who did it? It was the...
An adventurer, I presume.
It was the dark elf in the corner. Alright, now the music has gotten too loud for my taste. Let's see here. There we go. Spells, you had... We also have Levitate, which is cool, but I don't have the ability to really cast that. Illusion, I have Calm Creature. Charming Touch costs... Oh, that's right, it costs like $2,000. Fire Shield, Calm Creature. I don't have the money for that spell. Well, then let's go ahead and we're going to use her to... What? No. Well, what do you have? You have anything in illusion? No, you don't. Travel to Caldera. How come Holy for Titus doesn't do much damage like Yuna can do more damage? Because Yuna probably has a higher intelligence stat. Titus's abilities focus on strength, and so he's probably collected a lot of strength spheres, where Yuna has probably already collected a lot of intelligence, or I think it's like faith or something spheres. Not faith, but like willpower or mind or whatever it is. Basically, it's a magic spell, and so Holy is magic, and Titus does not deal as much damage with magic. That's really all it boils down to. Let's see here. These are all destruction spells. Charming Touch would be an illusion spell, but it's also... man, anything that actually, like, charms people is fucking expensive. He's got Dire Earwig. He's got Light, which would be kind of cool, except I don't really care about Light that much. Well, you know what? How much does Light cost to cast? 9 points. Yeah, you know what? We're buying Light because Light is going to be a good training spell. You're the alchemist in the Caldera Mages Guild. And you sell mostly conjuration and destruction. So, you've got Calm Creature, but I've already got Calm whatever. His damage for it is 4,000 and 2,900. Yeah, I mean it's because he's a physically based character, not a magic based character. And so his magic damage is not going to be as high as Yuna's, but if you tried to give Yuna something like Armor Crush or whatever it is from Auron's tree, she would deal no damage with it. Like, it would be a useless skill for her to have. What you can give to Yuna that's really useful, if you haven't already done it, is Lancet. Because Lancet deals damage and restores HP and MP, and it scales off of intelligence. So with all of those things considered, Lancet is actually a ludicrously good ability for for mages to have, so both Lulu and Yuna can benefit from Lancet. Okay, so I'm supposed to do something. Let's see here. Convince Lair to join the guild. That's not what I'm looking for. Sugar lips. Raylan Hollow told me to murder a Dunmer with red hair and bone mold armor wearing a Dunmer axe. Found the body. Sugar lips. Delivered a diamond. Guard told me Dark Brotherhood attack. To find Telvanni agents responsible for thefts and disappearances at the Caldera mine. The names are Alinu Aralin, Sathasa, Nero Thren, okay, all that, and so hills north of Caldera Mine, hiding in a cave in the hills north of Caldera Mine, and they probably have a lookout posted outside the mine. 4 agents are dead. Report back to. Okay, what else does it? Okay, disappearing. Okay, they're hiding in a cave in the hills north Caldera Mine. 4 agents are dead. Report back to. Okay, so I need to figure out where Caldera Mine is. I'm here in Caldera now, but mayhap you can tell me where Caldera Mine is. Caldera Ebony Mines are southwest of the village of Caldera. There is an office, a bunkhouse, and guard tower over near the mine's entrance. If you're thinking of taking a look while you're here, head straight west from town, then swing around south into the bowl of the mine through a gap in the mountains. Thank you, sir. That was very helpful. Yeah, as far as that game goes, you've got 2 magic users, and like the rest of the party focuses on strength. Lulu and Yuna are both dedicated magic users and don't really develop that much as far as their physical strength goes. And then all 3 other classes develop more so in all 3 other regards. Or all of the other characters then develop in magic more so than anything else. There's a Netch. I don't know if Netches are hostile straight out the gate, but I don't want to give it a shot. I don't care to find out. Oh shit, you know what? I'm carrying all of my, I'm carrying my heavy shit with me, aren't I? I've got my, here. Where did that go? It was in Misk all the way at the end. Didn't I steal a, I don't need a ceramic bowl anymore. Yeah, this Alembic weighs 7. It's not the heaviest thing in the world, but carrying all the other shit that I am... Can I just craft with an Alembic? It'd make my life a lot easier. Cure paralyzation, drain... Oh, the golden arts drain health? I thought they healed health. Oh well. Fortify fatigue. Restore personality. Restore fatigue. Restore fatigue is like the easiest spell, like the easiest thing to make, because like almost every food item in the game restores fatigue. Oh, I need a mortar and pestle. I can't just use my Alembic. I actually need the mortar and pestle as well. I should have left all of my stuff back at the camp. I don't know why that guy is standing naked over there. I'm just gonna go this way. You know what? I'm gonna fight that Nesh. Oh, hello. Blighted Scrib. Oh yeah, he's not that hard. He's big, but he goes down fast. Yep, Bull Netch has Netch leather in it, which fortifies endurance. Got a flower scepter for a hidden Aeon. I have no idea where to go for it. I don't know what to tell you. Like I said, I have not done any of the bonus content in that game. Well, they're a mining company. Garmok. They're in a cave north of the mine. Telvanni agents are in a cave north of the mine. Actually, hold on. This is a great time to cast my light spell. Oh, I cast light on an object on target. What does that do? Is that supposed to make somebody easier to hit, I guess? So here's the mine house. Let's rest until healed. Let's see here. Do you have anything on the Telvanni agents?
Now you're going to get it.
Pity you had to get mixed up in this, Toad Farlorn, but we can't just let you walk away. Nothing personal, you understand, just business. Now you're going to get it. I'm a ninja! I ninja'd you. Yeah, I'm gonna take your iron arrows. Gonna take my darts back, or at least the ones that I can. Dragon Scale Tower Shield is medium armor, and you've got a medium cuirass. Iron Longsword. Potion of Restore Health. Bargain Potion of Restore Health. And a standard potion of Fire Shield. And you've got a longbow, and I've got a longbow, so that's not a big difference. How many... I didn't have many darts left, did I? I have 7 darts left. Man, I like using throwing weapons. Like, I'm gonna see if I can't, like, adopt that style a little bit more in the future. Let's try my restoration spell really quick. Nope. Still no. Hey! I got it on the 3rd try. I'm out of mana now, though. Avaleg was one of the characters, right? Wait. Take me for... Nope, that's not what I need. Yep. Avaleg was one of them. Fothina... Fothina, or Fothiana. Fothina. I don't know how to pronounce that name. That's a wild name. Sathasa, or Alyunu. Nope, that's not what I was trying to do. I was just trying to rest until healed. Get my magic all the way back up.
you in.
Yep, these are them. These are them. Ooh, am I gonna fight all 3 of them? I almost wish I had an ability that caused rage. That would make this a lot easier on me.
Now you die! You will be disgraced for this. Have you?
Don't think I won't beat the shit out of you if I can. Let's see here. Do I have, I need fatigue potion.
Die, Fetcher.
I got 2 of them. Iron Shard Sword. It's a long blade. It's not that useful to me. Potion to Fortify Luck. Some gold. Potion of Fire Shield. And your stuff is truly abysmal. Fortify Health is not terrible. Fortify Speed is not terrible. Restore Fatigue. I'll always use those potions. Now I am over encumbered. A Chitin short bow. You've officially become useless to me. And so long as I've got my spider dagger's only good so long as it has charges. That's enough to lower my weight a little bit. And I just killed you outright, didn't I? Scroll of Summon Skeleton. And some cheap restore health potions. Let's see here. What do I not need potion-wise? Fortify. Well, I killed all 4 Telvanni agents, so that's not a big deal. I could also come back here and, like, I could go sell stuff, come back here and sell some, and, just, like, keep coming back and gathering stuff, because technically there's no limit on what I can carry. Let's see here. I kind of want... Let's see here. Let's probe this first. Trap disarmed. And then we'll try with an apprentice's lockpick. There we go. Iron tower shield, some gold, and a cup. That wasn't really worth it. Ooh, but they're... I'm definitely coming back to this place. I'm not leaving this stuff here. I need to organize my inventory, sell some stuff that I don't need to keep anymore, switch out gear, or not switch out gear, but like sell a bunch of potions that I've just been hanging on to because, you know, you quote-unquote never know when you'll need another potion. But I don't need to keep that kind of mentality. I need to just get rid of stuff in my inventory and keep it clean. I'm probably going to go through and sell a lot of my ingredients as well because unless I'm actually, like, crafting with alchemy, it does me no good to hang on to that stuff.
You're beaten.
Oh, hello. That's not... This is not a good situation to be in. Didn't I have a bunch of cheap restore health potions somewhere around here? I mean, in a certain light, this is really useful because this guy's armor sells for a ludicrous amount. In another light, this fucking sucks because I don't want to have to fight this asshole.
I'm being attacked.
You're being attacked. You're the one that attacked me. Do I have any other health potions? Got Fortify, and I've got a Bargain Restore Health Potion. Quality Potion, Restore Fatigue, Standard Restore Health Potion. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, that's another thing that I'm going to have to deal with now. Like, yes, their armor supplies me with stuff, but now I'm going to have to spend half that money on new potions of healing and whatnot just so that I can actually survive. Stone flowers. What do stone flowers do again? Oh, failed to gather anything useful. Stone flower petal. They restore strength. I mean, the problem with a lot of these... What? One wants to fight. What's attacking me? Oh, it's a fucking rat. Gotta go, my phone needs charging. Alright, see you later, man. Thanks for hanging out. I'm kind of annoyed that that my light spell is on target and not just on self, so that I can't just spam it. So let's see here. First couple of things, we need to find a barter zone in town.
You want something, friend?
A place to sell my wares. Here we go. Alright, that's what I figured. Yep. It's not going to be worth it to try and persuade these guys until I'm like master rank speechcraft.
Going, so if you could make it quick.
Alright, well, first off, fuck you. Second off, Fortify Health Potion, Fortify Luck. I want my Restore Magicas. I don't care about Frost Shield. Invisibility is eh. I've got a spell that does that. Lightning Shield, Fire Shield. Spell Absorption sounds okay. Restore Fatigue is good. Standard Fortify Speed. Get rid of that. Willpower. I'm just trying to lower my weight at this point. And just like all of these ingredients, you can just take all of them. Scoot it over just a little bit. Yeah, seriously, look, without any of the ingredients weighing me down, I've got like an extra 60 pounds worth of material that I could carry just by not having that shitty shit in my inventory. Alright. Offer. Goodbye. And now we head... Oh, wait, hold on. Did you have any health potions, or do I need to go to the Alchemist in the Mages Guild? You've got all the potions I sold you. And then you've got some magic items. You're going to sell your magic items for... Oh, that's not terrible. Spear, axe, blunt weapon. Is that a staff or a warhammer? Okay. The light helmet that has spell absorption and bound cuirass. Cephalopod helm. Costs a lot, though. Amulet of mighty blows. Honestly, what I need is, I need a feather spell. Ring of aversion, ring of fireball. Ring of fireball. Iron hand. Shock damage. Lightning bolt. And restore health. That's a robe, but that's... I have to be wearing the robe. Wish I kind of had a ring that would heal, but whatever. Recall on self. Amulet of recall would be useful. Well, wouldn't I need to be able to mark a location first before I can cast recall? Still, the ability to have fast travel soon might be worth it. Ring of lightning bolt. Go ahead and grab that as well. Go ahead and offer that.
All right, I'm listening.
Let's see here. Apparel-wise, I want my Ring of Lightning Bolt on. And my Amulet of Recall. Now I'm going to save really quick, and I want to try something. Amulet of Recall. Go. That's what I thought.
Yes?
Recall does...
Hello.
Recall does nothing if you haven't already marked a location. You have to cast Mark first before Recall is useful. Well, I've still got my Ring of Lightning Bolt, which is nice. Let's try something. So let's see here. My Destruction Magic should just be at level 5 with no points in it, yeah. Holy shit. Netches deal a lot of damage. I didn't even check to see if that was actually useful, by the way. Let's see here. I'll have my lightning bolt and my longbow ready. Is it the Cliff Runner? Oh, there's one on top of me here already. Really quick, let's go ahead and check and see if that actually did anything. Nope. So having a ring that has the ability to cast a spell does not actually give you any points towards being able to cast those types of spells. Are the guards gonna fucking help me with this? Of course not. Ow. Where's the mage's guild? Or is he done fucking with me now? Now that I've run over here. And I'm not in his immediate grasp.
Is there something I can do for you, Outlander?
Maybe. Let's see here. Actually, you know what I need? I need potions. Potion seller. I require your most mundane healing potions. Quality restore magicka. I don't really need quality potions. I just need a regular potion of healing. Or I need to enchant a ring with healing. But that's going to be expensive as fuck.
An adventurer, I presume.
Ah, welcome. What
Is there something I can do for you, Outlander?
You can show me where there might be a bed for me to stay in, and of course this guild hall does not have one.
This is unexpected, but not
tidings and good wishes to you.
Go ahead.
Right, well. Yeah, I'm still under attack by that cliff runner. Okay, the guard's actually helping now. Racer plumes.
Go ahead, stranger.
And there's a Nyx hound. And I'm just trying to make my way back up the mountain so that I can grab all of that sweet, sweet loot. All that sweet, sweet loot I left behind with those dead guys. It's weird. Like if they're that close, you actually need to shoot a little bit to the left of them because your character naturally shoots a little to the left until it closes in toward the crosshair, like later on into the shot. Hey, Austin. It's been a while. Welcome out to the stream. I'm in the process of attempting to recollect some sweet, sweet loot that I left behind. Let's see here. I need to be... I feel like I'm in the wrong spot. What's that? Oh, it's a Dwarger. I'm a bit drunk, so sorry. Aren't you like... Well, you're in China. I don't know what the drinking age is in China. Yeah, I think I've left out the wrong side of town. It's 18, but no one ID'd. Oh. There's one way to handle a problem. Yeah, I need to get restoration up like ASAP. That's also, like I said, that was the wrong way out of town. I need to go this way.
Friend?
So I got attacked by some people, and their armor, I killed them, and their armor's worth a lot, but it's heavy as shit, so I had to leave a bunch of stuff behind in order to actually be able to... What? Cliff Racer? Oh, Nyx Hound. Nyx Hound is not actually that terrible to deal with. Yeah, see, the guard got him. All on his own. Netches, apparently, are fucking impossible, though. I tried to fight one with my Ring of Lightning Bolt, and it did not go well. Now, they take a lot of damage, but they deal a lot of damage, so if you can kill them before they get close, then they go down. But they shoot, like, these explosive balls of death that just, like, kill really, really hard. So I can't climb this area here. But I can climb up that. And I was attacked somewhere down in there. Oh, I just fell down that whole length. Up. Also, am I stuck in here now? Can I not escape this little hole I've dug myself into? There we go. What do you think about the Sonic movie? I think it's going to be hilarious. I think that the Sonic movie is going to be one of the most hilarious things that has come out in a while. Not because it's going to be good hilarious, like they actually did a good job. I think it's going to be hilarious based off of how terrible it's actually going to be. Here's the guy. So this assassin has a bunch of his Dark Brotherhood gear. If I dispose of the corpse, I can collect all of his gear, and I actually have a lot of inventory space left, so let's go collect some more stuff. I keep forgetting that when you're not collecting all of the ingredients in the world, you have a lot of inventory space, and each individual thing that you come across doesn't actually weigh enough to really matter. But when you're carrying, like, 60 pounds worth of, you know, apothecary ingredients in your inventory, it can be a bit much. So, like, Napoleon... Well, Napoleon Dynamite was designed to be bad. Like, it had the feel of bad because that was, like, the style they were going for. I don't think for a second that these guys want this movie to be a bad movie. But it's gonna be. And it's gonna be their fault. But there's also nothing they can do to stop it from being a bad movie. Not at this point. It's too late at this point. Some cruel flame stars. This will be useful. Where was that? There was a... Was it this box in the corner? No. There it is. This barrel had some throwing stars in it as well. And then that chest had, like, next to nothing. It had, like, an iron tower shield. I'll take some booze. These... Yeah. Sorry, I had to sneeze. I will take drugs. These drugs will sell for a lot. I am now over encumbered. Okay, where did that come from? What's weighing me down? Oh, these Sujamas and the all of these things weigh a shit ton. I didn't realize those weighed as much as they did. Shit, I need to learn to mix properly. Baijiu is not 1/4 to 3/4 peach juice. What is bitter green plant? I don't know if that's actually going to be worth anything to me. I'll probably make the most money I can if I go back to Balmora, because the armorer there is at 100% disposition toward me. So even though it costs me like 20 coins to teleport there and back, I think it'll end up being worth it, because if I have fucking Cliff Runner. If I have the actual money to do that, like if I have the money to teleport there and back, then I will have actually made money to go there, sell, and come back. Because that guy, I've got max personality with, so I can sell my stuff to him for a lot more expensive. There's the armor here, but I seriously doubt anybody's going to have better armor than the stuff that I've currently got. The assassin's armor is very, very strong for my level. Let's see here. Here, do you have anything in light armor that's going to be better than what I've got? Imperial Leather Cuirass versus my... Nope, my Dark Brotherhood is 51. The armor rating on this stuff is like, you know, nothing. Like, even steel armor... Well, that's also because the armor rating is bad because I don't use heavy armor, but... Silver arrows, steel darts... Like, if I were to sell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces to you, yeah, I sell them for 1484 here. I sell them for over 1500 there. Now, if I can persuade this guy to like me, then I might not have to go. Come on. We're so close. 93 is close. So what's this game all about? So you know Skyrim? You ever heard of Skyrim? Kind of an indie game, came out, you know, almost 7 years ago. And then they kept re-releasing it over and over and over and over. This is Morrowind. This is the game that came out 2 games before Skyrim. This is the Elder Scrolls franchise's 3rd game in the series, where Skyrim is the 5th game in the series. There is Arena, Daggerfall, Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim. And now I think they're working on Elsewhere. Though I don't think they've actually announced the title yet. But most people are convinced that it's going to be Elsewhere based off of the coloring and the motifs in the actual thing. But with his barter as high as it is now, I might be able to sell all this for... Yep, I can actually sell it for more here than I could there. Though this guy has less money to give me. Which is a bit of an annoyance, but... if he can sell me some of those throwing knives, that wouldn't be terrible. Or actually, steel arrows would probably be the best thing for me to get my hands on from this guy. Steel darts, steel throwing knives are 1 to 4. That's 2 to 5. I'll pick up arrows. Ooh. Those are some hefty arrows. Well, if I'm going to have 200 steel arrows, I probably don't need to be carrying these Netcha arrows anymore. And do you have any better bow for me? Or am I still just going to be using my longbow for now? Alright, I think that's about the best deal I can get from this guy. Now, I do have other things, like this shard sword. Though he still doesn't have enough money to do what I'm offering. So I'll take back one of the pauldrons, I guess, and offer that. And then if I barter again... Okay, so he doesn't have any money now. Goodbye. Then if I were to go back into the barter... Okay, so he still doesn't have the money. Still. That gets us going somewhere. Oh, that's the wrong door. Here we go. But this game's particular plot, I'm not 100% sure on. It is my job, like I've been tasked by a bunch of people to do a bunch of things. Which I know is like the most descriptive thing you've ever heard in your life. But I have been tasked by a multitude of individuals, specifically the Imperial Army has tasked me to... This is a cloth here. Have tasked me to find a way to get...
Do you have something to say, Outlander?
I'm trying. I'm really struggling. There's like something bad's gonna happen. Something really bad's gonna happen soon, and we're not sure what it is, so they want me to figure it out. That is the gist of the problem right now. But I killed the Telvanni agent, so I can head back to Balmora now.
How does the day greet you, friend?
Better to be back in Balmora, actually. Like, don't get me wrong, I didn't mind Caldera, but, nah, I much prefer being in Balmora. I know the area better.
How can I help? I'll do what I can.
Let's see here. I've got a lot of weapons. I probably don't need that carved ebony dart anymore. It's just going to clog up my inventory.
You're
And the Fighters Guild, I can actually
Do you need something?
talk with you.
I'm ready for anything.
Telvanni agents. Got 400 gold from her. Can I get an advancement? Your devotion is not in question, but you still require more experience. Redouble your training and practice your skills to become Farlorn the Apprentice. Orders. I need someone to return a codebook that belongs to our client. Codebook. The codebook our client wants is in the hands of Sotilde at the south wall in Balmora. Find the codebook and bring it back to me. She's Thieves Guild. I take full responsibility. And listen, I'm Guild Steward. When I say jump, you ask how high. Keep that in mind. We won't have any problems. Well, I'm also Thieves Guild. So maybe I can swing my big Thieves Guild dick around and get something done. Southwall Corner Club is down over here, though, is what I think she's referencing is the Corner Club. That's the only place that I could think that's actually called Southwall. Do I stream at this time from now on? No, this was just me being bored on a Friday morning. I might stream at this time every now and again, especially on Fridays, but chances are probably not. Let's see here. Arthur. Sotilde. Let's see here.
Seen any elves?
Persuasion. Nope. Okay, hold on. Let's talk to her. We've got a 68, which is not terrible. Codebook. Look, Toad, I'll tell you what's going on. This codebook has dirt on the Kimona Tong and the skooma trade. As long as we get it figured out, we take it to the authorities and take over the trade ourselves. The Fighters Guild works for the Kimona Tong since Stjoring Hardheart took over. You have to decide where your loyalties lie, Toad. Fighters Guild in Balmora is on Trade Street. Okay. Kimona Tong is an old criminal syndicate here in Morrowind, and as everyone around here knows, they're a gang war between the Thieves Guild and the Kimona Tong. In Balmora, the Kimona Tong hangs out over at the corner club called the Council Club. Watch yourself if you go in there. They're not very nice people.
You've got the better of me.
Oh, shit. So I have to make a choice. If I continue working for the Thieves Guild, so working with the Thieves Guild, I can continue working for them and be a thief. But if I want to keep working for the Fighters Guild, I have to basically betray the Thieves Guild. So I can't actually continue working for both. I have to choose. As much as I like being a thief, their quest line has not been nearly as fun.
I'm listening.
While I'm here, does anybody, I guess...
What do you want, Outlander?
I legit was reading books I read in the 5th grade learning 3rd grade grammar, American culture, and vocabulary with a teacher called me assistant. Let's see here. Do I have anything that I want to sell you? Shard sword? Yeah. Also the shard sword. Silver darts? Yeah, they're just in my inventory at this point. They're kind of taking up space. This silver short sword is dead to me now because I've got 2 of these iron spider daggers. And the pauldron. The only real reason to keep the... There's a reason to keep the sword around, and it's because if I'm fighting something that requires taking silver damage, I need silver damage. Go ahead and offer that.
I think you're a thief.
It's getting warm in China now. That's good to hear. It's getting oppressively hot here in the States. It is very, very warm. And I am not a fan. Now that I've got the money, I can actually buy one of those...
Your actions precede you, Outlander. I've heard good things.
I can buy a Charm Person spell now. Which would be pretty nice. Or I could spend all of the money to increase my...
I like
All
good
right,
company.
I'm intrigued.
What can I do for you?
Go ahead.
I could also use the money to increase my restoration, and restoration is kind of important at this point because I don't have a steady access to healing potions anymore. So it might make more sense for me to just train my restoration up. Like the weather, like the type where you're not sweating when standing in the shade.
How may I help you?
For us, it's walking outside is oppressive. Like it is not a fun time to be outside right now. Okay. Got up to 25, and I still should have enough money then
All right,
to
I'm intrigued. Go ahead.
to buy his Charming Touch spell, which charms 30 points on touch. Now that's an expensive spell, but that means that if I go up to somebody and I use I have 0% chance to cast this. Yeah, no, I literally cannot cast this spell. It takes too much magic. I don't have enough mana to cast Charming Touch. I would need to consistently work on my character for a very, very long time before I could actually, or I would need to chug some Fortify Magicka potions just to be able to cast that spell. When was my last save? Oh, it was at the South Wall Corner Club. I'll load that quick save, actually. Because now that I know the spell is worthless to me until I train up more... Until I know that... Now that I know that that spell won't be better for me until way, way, way later... it makes more sense for me to train other skills. I need to resell my shit. What does the Iron Short Sword do again? Frost damage on touch, and it's cast when used, as opposed to cast when strikes. Cast when strikes is a much better effect. Look, I've got a shuriken. Yep. Kunai, throwing stars, Tanto, katana, all of those are like actual things in this game, and they make a distinction of it. Recently became obsessed with the subreddit Instagram reality about the surgeries and Photoshop on Instagram. Yep.
Greetings and salutations.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of that stuff. It's kind of nasty what people do to their bodies just to get it done. Actually, you know what? Magic weapons count as damage against dudes, so I actually don't need that silver sword anymore. I actually don't need it. I'll buy that. Alright. Well, then I will offer you that, get my gold, and I will leave. If I want to increase my magic, I need to increase stats that give intelligence. I could increase my security to get intelligence up. I could increase my alchemy. But I don't think any of my main abilities do that. I could also, like I said, I could continue to work on my restoration, which I think is what I'm gonna do. Dude, what gets me is that most of them were really pretty before surgery, but after they're hideous. Yeah, it's really interesting to see what people will do to become like what other people see as like these beautiful people, because it never looks right. Like, it looks wrong.
Welcome. Only fools earn my anger.
Spells of the Cosmos system shape and focus otherworldly forces behind souls and gems, or teleport caster's body, or manipulate the world with telekinesis. Do you have Mark? No, but you've got Feather, and Feather's a good spell. Feather allows you to carry a bunch of extra stuff on you. Calm Creature wouldn't be a terrible spell for me to get my hands on. All of, like, the resist type spells are in here. Cure common disease or other. Soothing Balm restores health. And cure poison for 1 second on self. Honestly, the only spells I care about in the Restoration School are well, there's Fortify spells as well, which I haven't seen yet. But honestly, the Restore Health spells are the ones that I actually care about. So I got that up to 25.
Well, what have we here?
What other spell type would be beneficial for me to get my hands on, I wonder?
That guy asks way too many questions.
Spells do you sell? There's destruction spells. There's summoning spells. Actually, a summoning spells wouldn't be terrible for getting extra people on my team in the middle of a fight. Skeletal Minion, Least Bone Walker. Paladin, have you heard of Still Woozy? I have not heard of that. I have no idea what that is. Water Breathing, Water Walking, Buoyancy, Frost Shield, Calm Creature, Charming Touch. Charming Touch is just not something I can actually get my hands on right now in reality. Manipulate physical world and natural properties. Alteration effects include water breathing and walking, jumping, levitating, burdening, opening and locking, and creating shield barriers against physical damage. I could see use in some of those spells, especially things like levitate.
Under sun and sky, Outlander, we greet you warmly.
He's an artist. He's like genre maker, maker of us teens. Ah. Can I shrink this down so it's about right here? Down a little bit. Closer.
Finally, something interesting.
A little bit up. Okay, I'm out of money again.
An adventurer, I presume.
Well, now that I've got restoration and alteration up to almost 25 each. That's like starting zone for those kinds of spells, so I know nothing that they sell is going to be, like, no spells that they have are going to be in range for what I want to do as far as alteration goes. Like, yeah, like that's 200 gold just to get that spell. Makes synth pop, and it's really like beat driven and has some elements of R&B, but makes it modern. So he's future bass, is what you're saying. He does future bass music. Water breathing would be a terrible spell to have to start with, but I'd rather have first barrier, but that costs a lot more.
Greetings, Outlander.
How are you?
Yeah, having that amount of ability in those spells is nice, but at the end of the day, it doesn't actually help me. It doesn't actually help me until I actually, like, get a spell in those schools. I made a critical error by not actually collecting a spell. Also, how does recall work in this game? Because I thought I knew, but apparently I don't. Morrowind recall. Okay, so recall instantly teleports you to a location placed by the mark spell from any distance, good for escaping from a sticky situation or quickly transporting yourself to a chosen location. Casting the spell, if you have never cast mark, will have no effect. Alright, well, I've never cast mark, so that's the problem. And I don't know, or yesterday for you. Hold on, what was this? He recently released his new EP today.
I have a feeling that you and I are about to become very close.
I'm gonna go ahead and sell these. Try to get a little extra money so I can actually purchase an alteration spell. Mysticism is what would allow me to teleport, which is cool, but levitation just seems so much better.
Your actions precede you, Outlander. I've heard good things about you.
Actually, you know what? I'm high enough in skill level at this point that, let's see here. Let's go ahead and do the Mage's Guild quest, which is, let's see here. Ask me to convince to join the guild. If he cannot be convinced, I must kill him. To get to Sulipund, I should leave Balmora east and pass Fort Moonmoth, then cross the bridge to Molagamur, follow the trail east until I reach a lake. I should see a Dunmer stronghold to the south. If I head north on the path between hills, Sulipund will be on my left just before the path splits. All right, so we need to head out this way.
What is this about?
Calm humanoid chameleon earwig. Hearth
And
heal.
a fine day to you.
Right. I'm exhausted, so I technically have like a really low chance to cast spells right now. I need to get stronger chameleon spells is what I need to do. Because I've got chameleon, which is useful, but I don't know. I have not found my illusion spells to be as useful as I thought they would be. Now I understand they're very weak spells, but what's the point of being able to go 10% invisible? We're going to have to walk a little bit slower through this portion just because I don't want my stamina to be drained throughout this entire section. Calm Humanoid is not a terrible spell, and if I actually used it more, Paralysis would be really nice. I just don't use my spells as often as I should. Honestly, I should probably start every fight by casting Sanctuary. Because Sanctuary makes it harder for enemies to hit me, so I can go like full rogue and dodge attacks using Sanctuary. So there's the fort. You can see here, that's Moonmoth Legion Fort. So I'm supposed to go past that toward the lake, which is down here. You know, I miss having a mini-map in the later Elder Scrolls games. It's just so convenient to be able, like, to not have to open a menu every time you want to check a map and just have it on screen. Oh, there's an enemy. Oh, let's see here. Where's my light spell? There we go. Nyx Hound down. Those. I'm actually just gonna control dispose of your corpse. There we go. And Nyx Hounds are not hard to kill at this point. Not for me, at least. Okay, that leads further down that way. I don't need to go that way. I need to go this way. Yep, towards Pelagrad. Another Nyx Hound. Ah, failed at casting the spell. Oh well. Something of mine leveled up to level 44 there. I assume it was probably my light armor. Resting until healed can get you all of your stamina back, or not stamina, but all of your mana back, which is nice. Okay, hold on. Let's see here. We've made it to the lake. Oh, well, now you've seen me, so. There's Netch. Netches aren't that fun. But I bet I could kill him I bet I could kill that Netch pretty quickly with a bow and arrow from this distance. Save, and let's go. Oh. I saw Cliff Racer. See the Dwemer Fort now. Let's see here. Kill Telvanni agents. I've done that. Pass then across the bridge to Molag Amur. There's no bridge to Molag Amur. Follow the trail east until you reach a lake. I should see a Dunmer stronghold to the south. The south. If I head north on the path between the hills. Okay, so I have not made it to Molag Amur. So I'm actually not where I need to be yet. Wow, 3 arrows and when he went down. No misses. see here. I don't think I made it to the right lake. Right, no, that's M for magic. I wanted to try and pull up my map. What other lake could they possibly be talking about? Yeah, there's the fort. So I assume this was the lake they're talking about. Oh. I am going the wrong way. I need to go around to Pelagade. I don't think there's anything else that wants to kill me immediately right now, but you never know. Okay, I need to be down here. And Netch is still here. I can still fight it. I think I might pass on that for now. Okay, all of that is Pelagade. There's Sidoni, there's the fort, there's Caldera. I have no idea where Muramor is. See, the nice thing about ranged combat in this game, and why I think it's superior to stabby is for most enemies you fight are melee enemies. So being able to hit them multiple times before they can get close enough to hurt you is really nice. I'm gonna quick save, and we're gonna try and fight this Netch. Now see, the benefit of Netches is that they are very large and hard to miss. Let's see here, what are these? It seemed like something that I should have been able to pick, but I guess not. Well, I don't want any slaughterfish after me, so I'm going to keep going this way. There's a Netch and a Dwogger. There's a large castle over there as well. I don't know the landscape I'm in that well, honestly speaking. Alright, see you later, Austin. Thank you for coming out. I don't know if I'm going to be able to take this guy down with my shots. I can deal a decent amount of damage to him. I was far enough away that he didn't even try to aggro or run at me. Oh, that's not what I thought it was. Willow flowers. Take my arrows. There's a Kagouti. That's just a Netch. Full Netch. Welcome to Pelagade. It's funny, you can tell that this area definitely has Imperial influence, like not just because it's got the giant flags and everything, but, you know, the houses are built out of stone, and they've got like that nice colonial look. And all of the guards are Imperial guards, as opposed to the guys wearing the bone mold armor. Is there anywhere in town that I'd be able to charter a place to sleep? Trader. Yeah, the halfway tavern.
Do you want something from me?
Why do you look like I should probably know who you are, Samia?
What is that?
Is Samia the girl that I'm supposed to be getting dues from? Member in Punabi and has not paid any guild dues in 3 months. That's Punabi. That's not this area. She's got like some sort of chest device. You see that? I don't know if that's part of the robe or what, but she's got like a spider on her chest. Why was Pelgrade was such an important thing that I saw earlier? To get to Sulipund, I should leave Balmora East and pass Fort Moonmoth, then cross the bridge to Molagamore and follow that trail east until I reach a lake. Should see a Dunmer stronghold to the south. If I head north on the path between hills, Sulipund will be on my left just before the path splits. It says nothing about Pelgade. Pelagade. I just came here. Or Giad. Should cross the bridge northeast of the fort. There's a bridge northeast of the fort and continue east until I reach the lake. The old Dunmer stronghold of Marandus is just south of the lake. Punabi is on the trail that leads northeast from the lake. I don't know what lake they're talking about, because it's not Lake Amaya. That's the one that I was just walking around. I would like to stay here for the night, however. Beds. 10 gold for the rest of the day. Yes. Goodbye. There is no bed down here. Is there an upstairs that I'm missing? There is an upstairs that I was missing. Owned. Is this my room or is this your room? I'm going to assume that's your room because you won't let me in. Permitted. That's what I'm looking for. Here's my room. 9 p.m., so let's rest for like 13 hours. Because now it should be like 10 a.m. And now I can really get stuff done. Okay, so I went the wrong way entirely, and we have to make our way all the way back across the way that we came here from. The shadows spawning in. I thought that was like some sort of creature like bursting over the hills. Like, oh no, here we go. Here we fucking go. But now we're good. I saw something moving over there. I think it might be another one of those like weird two-legged triceratopses. There's the other netch. I'm kind of sad that I didn't bother investing in either water walking or swift swim at this point, because those spells would have come in handy at this point. It's a good thing the only water monsters in Elder Scrolls are slaughterfish, because if there was something else that was like either bigger or more dangerous, I would be very disturbed. Up. Yep, there's another one of those guys. Just sort of walking around. There's two of them. Yeah, unfortunately, fast travel is not that accessible of a thing in Morrowind. It made mysticism all that more useful, but it made doing literally anything else that much harder. I'm pretty sure these are Dwemer ruins here. Which are like dwarven ruins. Oh, come on. I was gonna say, one of these has to hit eventually. Try not to waste arrows, but simultaneously, like, this thing does not want to go down. There we go. Ah, it's not dead. There we go. Now it's dead. Here's Molag Amur. So we made it to that region now. So I just went down the wrong... What are you? A diseased alit. Not a fan of that. Let's keep moving. Oh, and there's another one. Or something similar to it. This game really fucking loves its, like, creature standing on its hind legs. Motherfucker. Hold on. You need to just die. There is another cave. Ah, cliff runners. Fuck off. Okay, let's see here. Cliff racers, not runners. Come on, healing spell. Nope. Come on, healing spell. Yeah. Worked that time. I'm so fucking tired of these cliff racers. I've learned now that if I ever play Morrowind, I should always make restoration one of my main skills, because I will be constantly using it. Or at least it should be a minor skill, even if it's not a major skill, just because it's so fucking useful. Oh, the flight is so wonky in this. You can actually craft a levitate 0 points on target spell, and it locks cliff racers to the surface, so you can just stab them to death instead. Molagamar. Balmord. I think I need to keep going this way for a little bit. Well, I'm not a fan of all these cliff racers. My light armor increased. Ooh, there's a door. There we go. Let's say, let me get my... Because I say I should have... Well, everything went into willpower, all that training that I did? Intelligence, willpower, and agility. I need to be constantly increasing my... That is straight up lava. What is this area up here? I wonder. This is the Ashlands region. And this is the Saren Ancestral Tomb. Which is not what I need. I would say... It's like, that sounds like combat music, which means there's probably a cliff racer just, like, chilling out above me right now. Good lord, there are so many cliff racers in this area. I'll be headed back to Balmora if I go that way. Vivek and Pelagrad that way. Moragmar, Mount Kand, or Mount Asirabi. I never crossed a bridge, did I? I think I was supposed to go through the fort. Hold on, let's head back to the to the fort. And see what we can find from there. Oh, that's a cliff racer. I was gonna say, what is that? What is that, like, crowning on the horizon right now? It's a cliff racer. I'm so glad I bought that Ring of Lightning. I don't use it all the time, but when I do use it, it comes in very much handy. That one wasn't diseased, it was just pissed. Hey, there's a bridge. Is this the bridge I'm supposed to be crossing?
You're mine.
Oh, you're evil. Okay. So you should die now because the caster's dead. Snowy Grayness. It's a good name. Granius, I guess, was his actual name, but I'm gonna call him Grayness. See you later, Grayness. Enjoy your life. I feel like this bridge was the bridge I was supposed to cross over. Because this is like Balmora up ahead. Yeah, I think I was supposed to cross this bridge and then keep heading east. And I bet the lake they're talking about is actually that one, like, well, you guys can't see me pointing on the screen. This one right here. I bet that's where I'm headed. Which means I've got a long journey ahead of me again. Hooray. Let's see here. I'm going to let my thing heal up a bit. My stamina. And I'm going to try and heal myself. There we go. It works like 1 out of 4 times, which is about as much mana as I have, which is not the best. I think if I ever play this game again, I'll probably play a character that can cast magic a little bit better, because so long as you have, you know, magic on hand, it's good. I think the idea behind magic casting in this game, though, like especially with the original system, was that it was supposed to be more like having ammunition. Like the different magics that you used acted like ammunition, because you can only get your magic back by resting in vanilla Morrowind. Who's that young fellow? That is a scamp. Or yeah, that's a scamp. I'd rather not fight a scamp because I think the only weapon I have that could actually hurt it are my magic daggers. I don't have any magic arrows or anything like that sort. Anything of that sort. I do think I have to head that way, though, so that's great. Let's go ahead and have Paralysis ready. Or not Paralysis, actually, Lightning Ring or Sanctuary. Sanctuary is probably going to be my best. Actually, those things are casters. I bet Earwig would help. Yeah, you were a scamp, right? I guess, are scamps not casters in this one? I'm still pissed that my light spell requires touching something to actually activate. Oh, that's not good. I think this is called an ash storm. God, visibility is 0. I actually might need a light spell really quick. Just to see my enemy. You know what? Being able to see the target actually makes this a lot easier. That's still so dumb that light is a spell that only works on living creatures. I don't have enough magicka. Oh, fuck. It's on its way anyway, regardless of if I have enough magicka or not. Dispose of corpse. We're in the Molag region, that's for sure. I just don't know where I'm supposed to be. I remember this quest being annoying to find because it's not like a major city. There's no, like, significant landmark. Like, you're... Come on. I also feel like I have to walk all the way around the fucking lake just to get to it. Man, paralysis is nice. I don't know why I haven't been using it more. Being able to just freeze your target like mid-fight is great. I just wish I had levitate so I could get up over this hill. Like, I have a feeling they took out spells like... I feel like they took out spells like levitate in later versions of these games because it just breaks any amount of having to actually, like, navigate the terrain. When you can just navigate the entire terrain by floating over it. Boy, this does not look like a lot of fun to watch. I'm out of magicka. I'm running low on arrows, to be honest. I mean, I've got 200 steel arrows, don't get me wrong, but I'm running out of my regular arrows. I feel like I should actually be down here. I think I was just worried that being down off the ridge would make it much harder for me to actually collect what I need to collect. Yeah, anytime that I can kill a fucking cliff racer before it gets to me is nice. Oh, this one's not taking, like, hardly any damage. It's like a mega cliff racer. A dire cliff racer. Doesn't look any different than the others, though. Just doesn't want to die as fast. A blighted cliff racer. Okay, that's why it took forever to kill. That's right, just get stuck on trees. That's fine. Okay, we made it to a lake. I think this is the lake that they were looking for. Because we're in the Molagamore region. And I'm at a lake. So I don't know. And there's a... Yep, and here's the Dwemer Fort. Mirandus. The Dwemer Fort. Which means I need to be across the water right now. Wow, I'm actually surprised I hit that guy from here. Man, imagine if they made this game in VR. There's actually a, there's an open OS that somebody's been, or, not OS, but like, oh, is there a fucking, yep. Don't think I won't fucking fight you in the water. I will. Motherfucker, there's another one. Where? I just need to get to the other side of the water. Chameleon, earwig, hearth heal. Please heal. Nope. I don't think I've got enough magic for one more time. Yay, I healed. I'm out of magic now, but I could still cast from my lightning ring. Guess I can't cast out of the water with the lightning ring. Okay, so lightning ring still works. I kind of like having... So that's something that I think is missed in later renditions of these games. Is one thing that the other games do well is enchanted items in other games can just add an effect by wearing it. So like a constant spell effect just from wearing the actual gear. But something that's missed by doing that is that they take away the abilities for skills to be cast, being able to be cast directly from the actual weapons themselves. The iron spider dagger, and I've got 2 iron spider daggers, and I guess I just switch out between them depending on which one has more charge. My bow is getting kind of worse for wear. Diseased cliff racer. Okay, well, I made it to the lake, and I was supposed to head northeast of the lake to find where I'm looking for. That's what the journal says, right? A guild member in Punabi has not paid any guild dues in 3 months. Asked me to... Okay, and then the other guy is... Cannot be convinced... convince a dude to join the guild. Must be killed. He is in Sulipund. I should leave Balmora east and past Fort Moonmoth, then cross the bridge to Molagamore and follow the trail east until I reach a lake. I should see a Dunmer stronghold to the south. If I head north on the path between the hills, Sulipund will be on my left just before the path splits. So I guess this is the path north of the lake, and then before the path splits, I should see Sulipund on the left. I sure hope this is a path. Doesn't look like a path once you get all the way out here. I'm thinking maybe this isn't a path. How much does my restoration go up every time that I actually heal myself? I've got 12 now. Every time I can accurately cast that restoration spell, I wonder how much it actually gives me back in health. And there's just a shit ton of cliff racers around here. You know, I'm switching over my steel arrows. Actually, you know what? No. One of you is going to be my friend. Fight! Go fight, win. Oh, he killed my friend. I mean, I guess that works. That was my daily. Apparently within sneaking range of something. Is it that racer over there? Goodbye. Ah, idiot. Doesn't even know I'm watching him. Hold on, what are these smoke? Are those just like? Those aren't actual smokestacks. I think those are just like steam venting pipes. Does this sign say anything? Sulipund. Nope. Of course, Sulipund wouldn't actually be marked on a map. Well, here's an area to the north of the lake. I'll follow this path until it branches, and hopefully Sulipund will be at the end of one of these areas. Hi! Just running at you like, hey! Alright. Ooh boy, that is not good. Do I have a health potion? I do have at least a health potion. Oh, this thing does not take damage. Or is it just because my thing is out of... No, it's not out of charges. You're giving me more trouble than I've had in the past. I still don't know if you get sneak attack bonuses in this game. At least not with a bow. You might get them with a physical weapon, but... Oh, that was a flame star. I meant to use my dagger. Whoops. I only got 16 of those flame stars left. Boom. 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 Come on. Die. Die. And once again, paralysis comes in handy. Wait. Let's maximize my chances for this to work. So, my restoration is currently at 12. When I cast a spell, it gives me 3 points. Okay, so it's going to take me a long time to increase my restoration then. Let's see here. What does restorations... Is restoration a willpower? Yeah, it is. Conjuration's an intelligence. Enchant is an intelligence. I might actually work on enchant, because enchant... I think my enchant goes up every time I use an enchanted weapon, like the lightning bolt ring. Or my enchanted dagger. And it seems like it would be useful to be able to create better enchanted gear. Like if I could enchant my my armor. What's this? What is this building here? Silly Pond! We did it, guys! We found it! Holy shit, Silly Pond. Alright, hold on. Quick save. Alright. Ooh, you do not like me that much, do you?
I'm busy, so if you will
Who am I
excuse
here
me.
for again? Flower samples? No, that's not what I need. Guild member in Punabi. Sulipund, I need Yarar Bareloth. Ow. 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 Okay, so that door was trapped. So, the doors in this area can be trapped. And I failed casting the spell. Rest until healed. Whoop. Which means I should probably have my probe out. Apprentice's probe. Whoops. I dropped that on the floor, didn't I? Yes, I did. Yoink. I meant to drop that in my hand. Probe. Realoth? Is that the guy that I need to talk to?
Sorry, stranger. My time is short, so get on with it.
Persuasion. Thieves Guild? No. No. This is not the guy that I wanted to talk to.
Hurry this up, will you?
Will all of you shut up and just show me where my target is? You're my target. Persuasion. Mages Guild. Join us. If I agree to join, will you leave me to my research? Fine then. I will join the Mages Guild next time I'm in Balmora. Hooray!
Go ahead.
I convinced him to join.
I hope this won't take long.
So now that I've done that, what was the other thing I'm supposed to be doing with this area? Meanwhile, a guild member in Punabi has not paid any guild dues in 3 months. Rhaenys asked me to find Manwë and collect the dues from her. To get to Punabi, I should go south from Balmora and take the road east past Fort Moonmoth. I should cross the bridge northeast of the fort and continue until I reach the lake. The old Dunmer stronghold of Morandis is just south of the lake. Punabi is on the trail that leads northeast from the lake. So I'm actually not that far from where I need to be, because I'm already at and around the lake, and I just need to find Punabi now instead of Sulipus. Motherfuck, what? Oh, fucking cliff racers. I should craft a cast light on self potion, or not potion, but spell. That'll make life easier on me. I'm headed northeast. Is that just up this way a little bit more? Are they like right next to each other and I didn't even know it? That'd be convenient. Mm. And of course, the fucking cliff racers here. It's been long enough for my, no, of course it's not. Hasn't. Okay, he's dead. Okay. He's dead. I'm severely wounded. He has a chitin short bow, chitin short sword. And he just had all chitin armor. Okay. Come on, healing spell. Nope. Come on, healing spell. Nope. Come on, healing spell. No. Can't rest because there's enemies nearby. Alright, you know what? Where at? Ah, fucking cliff racers. It's like every single minute I have to fight more cliff racers. Okay, so let's see here. I'm guessing that guy's also going to want to kill me, so let's try to get a drop on him. Okay, he seems to be melee. And he is not taking a lot of damage, which is not a good sign. But with my patented backup and fire technique... Damn it. He resisted the spell. Come on, kill him. Yeah. These guys had a lot of health. Yeah, it's a good thing they were only using, like, shitty chitin weapons, because if they were using anything serious, I would have died, for sure. I forget, I have a scroll of summon skeleton. Yeah, heal worked. I'm always happy anytime that works, because it saves me the worry of if I'm going to actually be able to survive or not. Cliff Racer. I might have to continue this some other time because I need to be going to work soon. Yeah, I'm gonna just save really quick. And that's gonna be it for the stream today. See you guys later.